The first of two here on Christmas Eve. The Bengals and Steelers underway on this Saturday. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Pickett. That's caught. Allen Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done.
Pickett in trouble. Down he goes. B.J. Hill coming in to drop his loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Jones on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got some space here. And a strong run that time as he's across the field and down to the 43. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 3. Running left, it's Mixon. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run for the first time with Chris Evans. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Is Joe Burrow hurt? Like, what is going on?
He's going to go for it on 4th down. Thompson Robinson will sneak it. Oh, the defense right there to stop him.
MCL spray. Boy, you can't make it up, boy.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't worry about handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Dorian Thompson-Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Come on, leave him. Get him out of here. He got MCL sprain. He said he returned soon.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next
Nah,
drive.
sure.
As we grind toward
Don't put no smut on my nigga name.
They haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you
It was one of them games. Everybody gonna start getting injured. Oh.
about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Yeah, man, didn't it be the same injuries, bro? Like, that's what killed me. It'd be the same injury, same little batch of injuries. Never nothing, no wide variety. No. Sprain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, boy. Boy.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this.
It's still early, Sean.
Only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Okay. Yeah.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Pickett on 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. And boy,
that's our game.
Doesn't pan out.
That's game. I go 14. That's game.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
That's no problem. That's no problem.
Coach, well, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense.
That ain't no problem.
You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is DTR. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And Burrow throwing complete there to the tight end Smith. Well, they deemed it for
territory,
and they got
so now one. That's the second one, ain't it?
up the first. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Thompson Robinson now. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 0.
Nah, you overthrew it. I ain't got nothing to do with me.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
You feel me?
They run again with Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move.
They just kill me on defense. Everything is like 10 yards a pop, giving up. Like, what do you call?
Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That swung out wide to Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6, 46.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
Thank you.
Called for and made,
What the
fuck? Football 101.
See, God damn.
The guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward.
Come on, bro.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 52
foot fracture.
On 8 carries for him so far.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for
This shit, this ball is like, it just one of them games. Everybody gonna get injured, huh?
Instead of the run that they got.
Thompson Robinson to throw on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Mixon will try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
Sure.
Rifles
Okay.
one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Down the right sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting.
Hell no, I want no Jalen Hurts.
Bengals drive about to get going. And this late season,
Nah, Dave asked me if I wanted to
for drama when you talk about the AFC
trade Burrow for Hurts.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still
Yeah, he just sprained his MCL.
And they're hungry for a win today.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Thompson Robinson trying again on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. It's fielded at the 45. Shedding through the defense.
Come on.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that'll be return 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And
broken ribs, come on, bruh.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad that...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of
Needed
the
that,
field.
Sean.
Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
I needed that, Sean. I needed that.
McPherson on for the point after. And that makes it 14.
Shit, what'd I just do? We want to have a training camp back.
Return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better.
Look at his big ass out.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes,
I feel like shout it low.
off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, good move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They
Hey,
picked
yo.
up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now
Hey,
is
yo.
everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Shit, God is good.
Head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's now a 3rd and 4.
What are you doing? What do you see something light? You see something light.
Here's Pickett. Gonna let one
Pick.
fly for Robinson.
Oh!
And into the end zone. Touchdown.
I should have swatted that. Now I was in front of him.
And the Steelers have retaken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, Thompson Robinson. That is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Thompson Robinson off of play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Off play action, Pickett. He's got it. Touchdown. Darnell Washington as the first half is won. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to run for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals with
you said I'm on the practice squad too, so I'm just like,
they'll get the football first as they get back underway. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well.
There he goes, left
motherfucker.
side.
Motherfucker.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
It would have been a runaway if had he not went out in that 1st quarter. It'd been a runaway.
Rushing touchdown on the year, and the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
Clearly, I mean,
the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes.
I would not throw them 2 picks as I was Joe Burrow. And then you'll fumble.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Ew.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. They'll get him down right around the 25. Actually, the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1.
I don't. This not superstar KO.
Steeler offense here, about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
Nope.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield.
Something slight.
But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs.
I got the plug on the Super Soldier son.
He finds his man Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now 3rd down and 7. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fighting him off. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get this down to about the 30.
Bo Nix not like that.
Line. And he got half of what he needed there.
Bo Nix, the quarterback.
It'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work.
The Oregon quarterback.
2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35.
I came back. I came back and caught that. That was me.
35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it.
No, I was playing on the ball.
He's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1 quarter remains here in week 16. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Out to his left.
Oh, my God.
Second down.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. He had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Give him 7 there. Tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Should be.
Look like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Oh, Irv, boy.
And they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Back to throw. Pickett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Yeah.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jones. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take
No. I just said he had space down that bitch. It was nothing but him and Enzo.
That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Pickett. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll toss to Harris. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Harris.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Boswell's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead.
Game time. That's where the game won at.
Is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Burrow.
Dumb. Just fucking dumb. Holy Lord.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. It's a pick six for the Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This is 1st and 10. Burrow. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith in there to take him down and the clock will roll. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5.